I'm Tia of TiaVFitness.com, Tia Fitness on Instagram, and this is my first YouTube video in a very long time. I am a group fitness instructor helping women live healthier lives every day. If you are new to my YouTube channel, some of the things you can expect to see from me here are grocery hauls. I love sharing the things that I buy at the grocery store. I love sharing my meal plans, my workouts, athleisure, style inspiration, my own personal health and wellness journey, product reviews, and anything else that I think that you all would find helpful as we all kind of navigate through our own health and wellness journey. Today, I wanted to talk to you about my favorite ways for staying healthy all throughout the year. So these are my top 10 tips for staying fit. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is water intake. Drinking water. Something that sounds so simple, but I'm finding that people really do kind of struggle with drinking enough water every day. My personal favorite way to get all of my water in every day is to drink from liter-sized bottles. I drink about 4 liters of water every day. That's enough water for me to feel good, for my body to feel good, for me to be able to power through my workouts, for me to be able to teach my classes and talk at the same time without becoming super winded. Water definitely just helps you out in so many different ways. Not enough to put them all into this video, but if you could set the daily goal of increasing your water intake and hopefully eventually getting to the point where you're drinking half of your body weight in ounces of water every day, you'll notice that your body starts to respond to that water in such positive ways. So get your water in all of 2020. We are hydrated queens out here. We are not thirsty for nothing. Drink your water. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to get a hobby. I don't know whatever happened to the idea of just having a hobby, having something that you do for fun, something that you enjoy. You just like to do it, and in your free time, you say, hey, I'm gonna do this. Whether that's doing puzzles, reading a book, watching television, because for some people that is a hobby, going on walks, maybe you like to paint, maybe you like to do stand-up comedy, or maybe you like to do nails, or whatever your hobby is. We should all have that thing that we do for fun just because. Something that you would do for free, something that just fills up your time in a very fulfilling way, that makes you smile, makes your heart happy. So I would like to bring hobbies back in 2020 because I think that they kind of have become somewhat of a lost art. So find a hobby, put it on your schedule, try to fit it in at least once a week, if not, then maybe twice a month. Planning your meals. Having a plan for your meals every day is one way that you can stay healthy all year long. All you need to do is pick out a few things that you really love eating, that you enjoy. You can eat them no matter what. Maybe you could even have them for leftovers the next day. I'm just saying, nothing's wrong with leftovers. You can eat them for lunch the next day or have them again for dinner the next day. The flavors make you happy. The flavors satisfy your craving. Just pick a handful of go-to meals that you can eat at any time. Kind of always have your kitchen stocked with the things you need to make those meals, and you'll be surprised at how easy it makes living healthy throughout the year. Whenever you are in a crunch for time and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't feel like going to the grocery store, I need a quick dinner idea, you should have those things kind of already in stock in your kitchen, and it makes prepping and planning and getting those meals on the table or in your lunchbox that much easier when you have a plan and you stick to it. In addition to that, if you need help with planning meals, or if you need someone to kind of push you in the right direction with those dinner ideas, send me an email at tiavfitness@gmail.com. I would be more than happy to kind kind of share with you some of my best planning tips for getting meals on the table several times a week, and then using those meals as leftovers throughout the week in different ways, or using them for lunch. Because the more you know, the better you're able to do. So hit me up if you need help with that. Getting sleep. Now, I think it was maybe in 2018, it was like the Team No Sleep year, where people were hashtagging that they were like grinding so hard that they never slept, or in order to be successful or go after your goals, you gotta be willing to not get any sleep. The idea of that kind of never really worked for me. I like getting my solid 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night. And if I don't get really great rest, then I can't be the best possible version of myself the next day. So I encourage everybody to get more than enough rest. Take naps if you have to, because a well-rested body can do some very great things. Your work will be better, your workouts will be better when your body is rested. I think it was last year that people, or maybe it was 2018 too for this, that self-care became a big thing on social media too, with people always sharing everything they were doing and hashtagging it self-care. And so I just want to make sure we're carrying that into 2020 as well. As we start chasing all of our other goals, we want to make sure that we are still making self-care a priority in our lives by having that on our schedules too. For me, self-care means that I'm paying attention to myself. I have 3 kids and a husband, and sometimes when you have all of that going on, you can kind of forget to put yourself first. Self first is not selfish, and self-care is just extremely important as a busy working mother. So I make sure I schedule myself for the things that I like to do, the restaurants that I like to eat at. I make sure I get my pedicures. I make sure I go in for massages. I get facials, not as often as I would like to get facials. I don't get facials that often, but I try to get them when I can. And I just try to make sure I'm making time for the things that make me happy as an individual. And I think that when you're doing that, which goes right along with having a hobby, you'll be surprised at how the endorphins from that really do just push you forward. You focus less on negative things when you are just intrinsically happy. So definitely make sure you're still keeping self-care on your schedule in 2020. Okay, moving right along. Working out is something that I'm passionate about. I try to make sure I work out 6 days a week. And I know for some people, the thought of that or the sound of that might be a little bit overwhelming for you. So if you're new to fitness and you're just trying to get back into it right now, as the new year has started, try to find something that you love to do. A lot of people love to dance. So find a Zumba class or some type of hip hop dance class in your community that you can go to just introduce your body back to that increased heart rate. And then from there, start expanding and trying new and different things. Like I said, I'm a fitness instructor. I teach strength training classes for the most part. So it's always a challenge for me to make sure I'm still getting my cardio in. So that's definitely a goal of mine this year, to make sure that I'm not forgetting to get my cardio in. And it's also a goal of mine to just start trying new and different things. I'm gonna try Orange Theory this month. I'm gonna try something I found online. A boutique close to me has some type of TRX bar Pilates HIIT class that sounds super intense, but I'm up for the challenge and it sounds amazing, so I'm gonna try that out. Just start with what you know and start with what you love, and once your body gets used to working out again, then move on into some different things that'll challenge your body and push you towards the results that you're looking for. And try to get at least 30 minutes in 6 times a week. Of course, if you work out for longer stretches of time, you don't have to work out for as many days, but we're not here to do math today. I'm just here to give you my tips on how you can stay healthy all of 2020. My next tip, and I made notes because this is my first video in a long time and I didn't want to forget anything. Say no, right? When you're asked, can you be somewhere, can you go somewhere, can you do something? If you really truly can't do it, please know that it's not mean to say no. Saying no often mentally keeps you at a very sane, easy-going, smooth place. You might not like saying no, but once you get used to saying it and you know it's in your best interest, it gets a lot easier. And I'm saying that as a person who really hates to tell people no, or that I can't do something. So when you know something is in your best interest for you, please stand firm in that and say no. In addition to that, ask for help when you need it. I know, same for me, I have a hard time asking for help or taking help from other people, and I'm just now getting to a place where I'm like, Tia, it's okay to let people help you. It's okay to let people babysit. Like, it's fine. Take the help when you can get it. If you need help, don't be afraid to reach out to your circle of support and say, hey, I need help with this. Who's available? It helps. Okay? Moving along, a journal. So I'm not the biggest journal person. I do not journal every day or anything like that, but every now and again, I pick up my little red notebook. Yes, I pick it up and I'll write down some thoughts, or I'll write down a checklist, or I'll write down whatever I feel I need to just to get something off my mind. Because when things start running around in your brain and you feel like your thoughts are just racing, for me, it's really, really helpful to just jot whatever those thoughts are down. Whether it's something that got on my nerves that day, or something that I need to do, something that I felt was funny. I find it really helpful to just kind of jot it down and share it with myself. And then I find that once I write it down, I'm able to kind of like free up that mental space and then move on to something else. It's really helped me to keep a little notebook with me in my purse and then right next to my bed, so that I can just jot things down when I need to or when I want to, just to get them off my mind. And then I'm able to either get a really great night's sleep, or I can just move on to the next task at hand to finish up my day. So keeping a journal is, I would say, one of my favorite ways to just keep myself nice and calm. It keeps me nice and calm. Okay? Taking vitamins. Vitamins, I don't think they're underrated. But I don't hear enough people talking about just straight up multivitamins. I feel like in the fitness industry, I hear a lot of people talking about pre-workout, post-workout, this shake, that shake, all these things. And I'm not a shake hater. I personally don't drink any type of pre-workout or post-workout or shake of any kind. But I do like to take a multivitamin. I feel like taking a multivitamin is a great way just to make sure your body is getting what it needs for the day. In addition to the good, wholesome, whole foods that taste real good that you're eating, a vitamin is a surefire way to make sure that your body is getting every single last thing it needs to power through not only your workouts, but your life. So if you don't have a vitamin that you like, ask your doctor during your next checkup to recommend a vitamin for you. See what they have to say. It might be something out there that they think would work best for you based on where your current health is. So always get a doctor's opinion about any type of supplement that you plan to introduce into your system. Always get a medical professional's advice on that before you just start taking it. Okay, girl? All right. I think that is all of my tips on how we all can live a healthier 2020. I'm so excited to be back on YouTube, back on my blog, on Instagram, sharing what I love, and that is how to stay healthy as a young woman. Is 35 young? I feel young. 35 is young. As a young woman who's a busy mom, a busy fitness instructor, a busy business owner, and a busy wife. I hope that whatever I share here will be something that we can kind of create a dialogue about and encourage one another to be the best possible versions of ourselves. If you like what you heard today, please share my video. Please subscribe to my channel, comment below, hit the bell, get notified when I upload new videos, which will be every Sunday, by the way. And if there is ever a Sunday and you don't see a video on my channel, please hold me accountable for where I am and what I'm doing, because this is a hobby for me and I want to make sure that I'm making time to do that every week for myself. So thank you so much for watching. I can't wait for us to get to know each other better. Can't wait for my full reintroduction back to YouTube. I do realize I have on a cap today, but it was more important to me to shoot this video than to be pretty in said video a week after I was supposed to do it. So enjoy your day. Remember, you only get to live once, so we may as well live the best we can. See you later.